Good afternoon, this is Ivan Amara. Hope you guys enjoyed my video I made yesterday. I just got back from work. I don't know if I'm working tomorrow. I most likely do because my boss is away for like a wedding or something like that. He has a wedding, I heard, yeah, in Montreal, so he's not gonna be here maybe tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm working, I don't know. You might hear the noise, guys. Yeah. The rat came by. She always comes on Mondays now. She always eats with her grandparents. I always see her with this older guy, this older woman. She eats with her grandparents at Coco Frutti. She came by today all dressed up. She looked good. She wasn't like completely dressed up. Like last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, she was all dressed up and she looked hot. Whereas today she just put on some jeans and like a shirt. But she looked good, obviously. I told you that personality she has to work on, man. It's a bit dry. She has a dry personality, man. It's very dry. It's a dry personality, Sarah. It's dry. Very, very dry. Yeah, I got my Disney's check yesterday. I biked to work. I got my shitty check. You make a lot of money, Disney's, Ivan. The biggest check I got was $300, but usually on average I'm pulling in like $150, $180, $140, $150, $180 working there. So it helps me out a little bit. But I mean, if I can get like 5 to 6 shifts a week at Coco Frutti, I could quit Dinty's or I can just work there once a week. But I mean, extra money's nice, right? I like the people with Dinty's too. And if I know if I quit Dinty's, me and the Dinty's chick is not happening. It's not gonna happen anymore. Unless I go there a lot and I flirt with her a lot, and when I drink beer, that's the only way to make it work, obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. I want to see Kingdom Planet of the Apes. I think I might go see it this weekend. I might bust to the hall and go watch it on theaters. I haven't been to a theater since 2019. The last movie I saw in theaters was, I think, Lion King. Yeah. I remember 2019 I saw John Wick 3, I saw Lion King, and I saw Endgame. Haven't been to the movies since then. Then COVID hit in 2020. Guys, I remember that COVID, when I was put in the hospital, that's when COVID became a serious thing, obviously. And I haven't been to the theater since. I've been watching all the movies online. All the big movies I watch online now, yeah. The Kingdom Planet of the Apes looks like a sick movie, man. But Deadpool 3 looks really good. I'm excited for that. And Alien Romulus, it looks pretty good too. Those movies look amazing, obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, so for my walk now, I'm going to change my strategy. I notice how every time, if I wait till 10, 11 o'clock, I get very tired. And I end up resting for maybe an hour, and I set my alarm for an hour later to wake up. And every time I go to bed, I always shut the alarm off and I keep sleeping because I'm so tired. I don't have any energy to walk. So from now on, I'm going to go around 7, 8, 9. While I'm still awake, I take my walk. That way I get it over with. I don't rest and I don't. I want to try to go like 4 or 5 days a week. And this paycheck, I'm going to buy my gummies. That way I burn more calories. End of May, I want to at least be maybe 265, 266 maybe. 267, 266. At the end of the year, I want to hit 240. That's my goal. And 2025, get my first girlfriend. I probably won't get my first girlfriend this year, but next year, I should get my first girlfriend if I start hanging out with the chicks if they say yes. I'm sorry? Secret girlfriend. No, you guys are crazy people. Yeah. So if you hang out with a redhead, if I hang out with a redhead, I'll hang out with her in the Shanes. The Shanes is a good place to hang out because it's not that busy of a place. It's a small district in Elmer. It's not that... I showed you guys the Shanes, right? It's not that crowded of a place. Whereas downtown Elmer is more crowded. Whereas the Shanes is not that crowded. I'm sorry. The Shanes is not that crowded. The Shanes is not that crowded, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, man. 5-6 years of this, I'm done. When I'm 39, 40, I might be king when I'm 40 years old. So 2032, I'll be 40. So it might take me maybe 1-2 years to pay the fee, but probably 2028, 2029, I pay the fee. So that's you have what, like 5 years left of having America, guys. 5 years from now, it's 2029. I'll be 37 years old. Holy shit, I'm 37, almost 40. Man, time flies so fast. Yeah. Next year is my final year in my early 30s. After that, I'm in my mid 30s. 34, I'm now in my mid 30s. I'm getting older. I notice now I'm getting old. I'm 32 years old. I'm a fucking dishwasher. I make minimum wage. That's why I came here with the keys. The situation is so serious. I wrote my book. I just gotta get it proofread and it's ready to release on the Lulu. I have the keys. I'll make my money. But I have to face the gates. They don't want me making that. They don't want me making my $9-10 million off my book. Yeah. I'm sorry. So you know how big your brand is. So yeah, they're not stupid. Ivan's the son of God, which means everyone will buy his book. The English-speaking world, right? He has the keys. He can open his own door. That equals match control and his freedom. But to get his wife all to himself and get her fresh, he has to pay for it, obviously. You guys are wicked people, yeah. I have to suffer death for it. Obviously, you know, I get her fresh all to myself. Whereas you guys got your trashy sex, obviously. That's why I set the whole thing up. You want to touch her, you're going to get garbage significant other, man. So even though you banged her, you got your trashy sex. She burned the shit out of you, you burned the shit out of her, and the room smells like fucking ass, and she's garbage. And trash, yeah. So I get her fresh, with the updated look with the glowing beauty, even hotter than she is now. So I set all the up, I'm a genius. And she gets Ivan with the beauty and the full-grown beard. She doesn't get me skinny because I will lose the weight, but she gets the Ivan with the glowing beauty and the full-grown beard. I'm gonna have the Jesus full-grown beard, yeah, because her blue is probably what triggers the beard growth and everything. So I notice why. Why is it taking forever for my beard to grow? It's a bit more noticeable now, but it's still not that visible. Like, I'll probably get a small little beard maybe when I'm 35. It'll start to look pretty visible. In that picture I posted on Twitter, you saw a bit of my beard outline. It's growing. It's not full grown yet. And Ivan O'Mara will look hunky-dory with a full-grown beard. Samsara. She'll be like, oh my god, Ivan, your beard's growing. Yeah, she tells me that, I'm saying. Yeah. Ivan, look at our eyes. Our eyes are glowing. Look at our skin. Look at our hair, Ivan. It's glowing, Ivan. Ivan, your beard's growing. I'm like, really? Yeah, look in the mirror. Your beard's growing, Ivan. I look in the mirror. My beard's grown now. It's growing. Yeah, I get the full-grown beard. I set the whole thing up. I'm a genius, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I am a genius. So your girlfriend will force you to choose. Yeah, obviously, does. She will, obviously. She wants to live that billionaire life again. She knows I'm the ticket out of the average life. Because the truth is, I don't mean to be an asshole. Like, if you're an average person and you go to university or some other college, chances are you're gonna start off making 40, 50K a year, and eventually you might move up and maybe make 60, 70, 80K a year. That's the truth, man. Even making 100K is not easy in this world. Hence why they know they want to work for me, because they know I'm the ticket out of that average life. Ivan can easily pay me a $250,000 a year salary working for his company as my assistant. I can play his girlfriend in the movies. He can pay me good money, 300, 400K for the movie. And you're living in my condo and flying on my jet, trying to be they want to experience all that with me. But it's not gonna happen. Don't hate me. So yeah, but I told you I will give them money, $75,000, and I'll buy them a nice like $60,000 car. I can even buy them a condo paid off for them. I'm not. If you think for 1 second I'm gonna buy you like a $500,000 condo, you're crazy. No, a cheap like $200,000 one, a pretty nice one, like a $200,000 condo in Elmer, paid off. And the $75,000 I gave you, you can use some of that money to buy your couches, buy your TV. And I'll give you like maybe $5,000 in gas money. That way you don't feel. That way you don't. I make her feel a little bit better. She's still like shit, obviously, because she's left behind. But you do that for your girlfriend. That way she's happy. She's happy. She's pretty happy. I'm a nice guy. No one will do this for you. Now I'm doing this for you. You know. Sarah? So what he looked like. I showed you guys a picture, man. Like that Jesus picture. That's what I look like when I went on E4, man. Fucking hunky dory. You're fucking handsome. That's why I said another will be demonized and jealous. You're looking at a crazy feud between her and my future girlfriend. Looking at a crazy feud. But my significant other is crazier than me. So even though my significant other had boyfriends, there wasn't really a feud with me and her boyfriends. But I was pissed off and I did cry tears, obviously. But for her, it's even worse because she's a woman, and women are very emotional. Why? That's why I'm her husband. That's why she's going to be mad and psychotic and freaking out. And she's going to throw my girlfriend all these horrific thoughts. She's crazy, yeah. She's a crazy woman. She's selfish, man. She wants her full cake. Yeah. Sarah? She's selfish, man. She's a selfish woman, man. And that's why when she cries, I'm going to ignore her. I'm like, yeah, you may be selfish and throwing my girlfriend all these horrific thoughts. You're a fucking hypocrite. You guys are doing that. You're going to keep seeing the men cheating on me, man. As I'm not going to do that, I have to be selfish. It goes both ways. You can't be a hypocrite, man. You cheat on me every week. I'm getting my first girlfriend. It's fair. And you had your fair share of boyfriends. Don't hate me. I'm saying no. Yeah. The question is who I choose. It's tough. It's back and forth. They're both hot, man. Based off looks, I think I'd probably go for the redhead. But based off personality, I'd go for the dingy chick. Obviously. Because the redhead has a bit of a dry personality. The chick doesn't have that kind of personality. She's nice. She's a sweetheart. Whereas the redhead's a bit dry and a bit bitchy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's a bit dry and a bit like bitchy. Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. So the Gates know how big your brand is? Yeah, man. They know my Zane's brand's gonna be big, man. Ivan's gonna make his, I don't know, his $6.5 billion off his movie. We want that money going to us, even though you're already making that money in the world. They see that as me stealing their money because they're crazy people. They're blinded by the greed. Even though Peter's a greedy pig, he's not as greedy as the Gates, where the Gates are greedy animals. Whereby, like, they make a big deal of you making $10 million off my book. Because they know that equals power, man. Ivan and the Cinema other having 10 million in their bank with the keys is power. They can turn that money into into billions, man. A lot of money. Obviously. Okay, sweetie. I have 10 billion. I have 9.8 billion in my bank. What, like, the only way we can make more money for ourselves is if we start a business. What's your dream job? Being music and being a movie star, Ivan. Okay, fine. Let's start our film studio. I don't want to start a music production company. But let's start our film studio. We start our film studio, yeah. And I have the name for my company, Sky Source Entertainment. Sky Source Entertainment. Sick name, oh yeah. I got something by Disney. I got something by Sky. Sounds bigger than Disney, oh yeah. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. How much money do you think I would make off a movie, Ivan? I don't know, $6 to $7 billion I make off the movie. And the merch I most likely make less. Maybe 4 off the merch. 4.5 billion off the merch. The game maybe 2 billion I make off that. Because most people are gonna be watching Rabbi's walkthrough. Instead of playing the game. Yeah, I don't feel like paying $80 for the game. I'll just watch Rabbi's walkthrough. Some people might do both. They watch it and play it, but I mean, that's why I'm hiring a walkthrough star. Because not everyone in the world likes playing games. Some people can't afford games, because you can just watch Rabbi's walkthrough online. So, Sarah? Because there's a lot of people in the world who are poor, right? They can't afford to even buy $8 games. Their parents can't afford to buy it. Their kids ask for the game and they can't afford it. Yeah. And you can just watch Rabbi's walkthrough. Sarah? Pay Rabbi the $64,000 for the your walkthrough star. Will you do a shoot with Rabbi? I might do an ad shoot. I might have Rabbi do one. And when they sign Rabbi, he does this ad shoot. You can do an interview with him too if you want. I want to have game news too, but game news is more condensed. It's not as detailed as the movie news. Sky Source News. Sky Source... Sky Gaming Inc. News. I'm going to call my game division Sky Gaming Inc. Or Sky Games Inc. Sky Gaming Inc. News. It's a good name, huh? That's where the game news is featured. But the game news is more condensed. It's not going to be as detailed. Focus more on the movie. The movie news, right? Yeah. You pay Rabbi $64,000 for the walkthrough. What about $1 million? I'm like, no, Bradley Cole, I'm not paying you $1 million. You're fucking greedy, man. For a walkthrough, you're not ripping me off. No. $64,000 is my deal. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. And Xanus I'm going to make for $1.2 billion, $50 million budget. Funding it with my own cash. Yeah. With my own cash, obviously. If I make 5 off the book, I might end up taking a loan. No, I can still fund it with my own cash. I'll have maybe like, if I only make $5 billion, which I won't, I should make at least my 9 to 10 billion off the book. So $1.2 $50 million is a good investment for the movie. I'll put $460 million towards the game, and like 400 million towards my studio lot. Gran Turismo look-alike studio lot. Something fucking beautiful, yeah. I'm sorry? Something fucking beautiful. Yeah, man. Something fucking beautiful, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. And Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are my top 2 directors for the movie. I'm gonna have to compete for the job. Whoever has better answers, that's the director I choose. Some Sarah. Peter O'Payne is 85 million base, which is 100 plus million in New Zealand money. $500 million at the box office royalties, which is like 600 plus million in New Zealand money, and $150 million for the merch, which is like almost, I don't know, 180 million in New Zealand money. Peter signed about an $893 million deal, right, in New Zealand, almost a 900 million deal. But if he wants his 900, I can give him 510 and give him 160, and now he makes like 899, 901 million in New Zealand money. Now he gets his 900, and he makes like about 500 million in his bank after taxes. Because $1 billion after taxes is $630 million. So 900 million after taxes is like 570 million after taxes, which agent's taking 10% of that. So Peter's making his 507-8 million after taxes for 5 years of work. 500 million in his bank after taxes. $900 million is 500 million. It's 500 million plus, but his agent's taking 10% of that. His agent's taking out like almost 60 million bucks of Peter's money. So Peter's pulling in his 507 million after taxes for 5 years of work. Mel Gibson's making his like 140 million after taxes or something like that. Mel Gibson, 150 million around after taxes for 5 years of work. Both signed massive contracts. Yeah, the question is who's better for the job, Peter Mel? I don't know. Because Peter's a greedy pig, now that he signed a 900 million New Zealand deal, he's going to push for the $1 billion deal because he wants 600 million in his bank. He's a greedy pig, obviously. Ivan, can I get like a nice $600 in that, Ivan? My $1 billion deal? I'm like, Peter, no. You're getting greedy. I'm not going to sign to $1 billion deal. The only way you're going to get your $1 billion deal is if I make like 12, 13, 14, 15 billion plus off my book, man. If I make 13 million off the book, I'll gladly give Peter $600 million of royalties. 150 for the merch. And now he's signed like about a $1 billion deal around there. And Mel, I can pay him more. I can give him like $350 million of the box office royalties. And now Mel signed like a 300, I don't know, something million American deal. So they're on both massive contracts. The reason why I'm paying Peter a lot more is because Peter's bigger than Mel. Mel Gibson's wealth is only a portion of a quarter of Peter's wealth. Peter's worth, I think, like $1.8 billion. $1.7 billion. Mel's worth like something million. So it's a portion of Peter's wealth, hence why I'm paying Peter more money. Because he's worth more than Mel Gibson, I'm saying. Mel Gibson still signed a massive deal. Money that actors and directors don't make in Hollywood. So I'm saying. I'm saying? I could do that, Ivan. A bit more than that, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, no. I'll be greedy. I'm saying? Will Peter push for lower sides for the crewman? Yeah, he most likely will. But he's blind by the movie. All he cares about is his salary, his paycheck in the movie. He doesn't really care that much about the crewman's salaries. Because in Hollywood, he's used to the crewmen making shitty money. They work hard for him even when they make shitty money. That's why he's Ivan. 50K is good enough because in Hollywood they make like 25, 30K. 35K. So 50K, Peter sees it as a good paycheck when it's not that great. For 1 year of work, 50K is pretty good. For 2 years of work, 50K is shit. Whereas 150K for 2 years of work is a good paycheck. 100K in 1 year, 50K another year, that's a good paycheck. You can feed their families with that money. And they're going to work double harder for you than they even did for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. They're going to pay more money. You're not going to catch cheesy scenes in your movie like you did for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Even The Hobbit had cheesy scenes. The war was very cheesy, man. That war was horrible. The CGI looked horrible. It didn't look good at all. It looked way too computery. I'm not kidding around. Watch the Battle by Armies War. The war had a lot of problems, man. It looked very cheesy and computery, man. It didn't look that good, man. That's why I don't want full CGI green screen for Xanus. I don't want Peter filming it in digital IMAX. I want it filmed in film IMAX, not digital. Otherwise, if you film in digital, you're going to get that computer look, which I don't like. That's good for Star Wars and Star Trek, but it's not good for a medieval movie like Lord of the Rings. A fast movie like Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm saying, Sarah. Please, Ivan, CGI is where it's at, Ivan. Yeah, see, like, I can easily have Eric be full CGI, have a couple guys wear the motion capture suit for his army, but then they're gonna look very computery. No, I actually want like 20,000 extras wearing the masks and costumes, and it looks amazing. And when they fight, you apply the CGI to make it look better, obviously. But I don't want full CGI Eritad or Ephesus. I want the actors wearing the mask. And you apply all that money towards visual effects, they look amazing, but also a bit more natural. They don't look too computery. Lord of the Rings, the orcs looked a bit too natural. I don't like that look either. I want the 50-50 balance. You have the orcs wear this nice prosthetic mask. The best example I can give you is that devil being in Annabelle. They wear like that costume like that. They're demons, a horrific devil mask, and you apply the visual effects towards they look amazing. But they also look a bit natural. They don't look too computery like Thanos and Steppenwolf in Justice League and Azog in The Hobbit. See what I'm saying? But the orcs in Lord of the Rings, they look way too natural. They look way too natural. I don't want the orcs looking like that, no. The wolves look like that. I want the balance of visual effects and practical effects. You mix both. The way you get an amazing movie. I know what I'm doing. Remember that world that I showed you? It looked very natural. But it also looks very amazing. Yeah, I'm thinking of a world like that for Xanus. The Chromecast picture I showed you yesterday. I've been showing you for the past couple months. Yeah, in my videos. Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. I'm sorry? Alright, you have some balls to say Xanus would be the best story ever told in the motion picture. In terms of fantasy, I don't think anything can top that, man. I think it will be the best. I think it's going to top it. It's going to take the crown, man. It's going to take out Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is the best fantasy movie trilogy ever made. I don't think anything will top that, except for Xanus. Xanus, if done right, and you tell an amazing story, you have Earthly Demons, you have an unheard of war, and me acting as Prince Tactius, the lead of the movie. I see what others, you're looking at a fucking masterpiece, man. It'll be like Lord of the Rings. Bigger story than Lord of the Rings. Whereby you have this huge Exodus like Prince of Egypt. And Eretan demon wolves are approaching land. You have the demon bats in the caverns, the Gillies Mountains. It's like an amazing movie. I'm sorry. We haven't talked about this is about Lord of the Rings. So yeah, we're Lord of the Rings. It's an amazing, amazing story, man. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book, and I wrote a masterpiece. Or my student was like, Ivan, did you really write this book on your own? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit. Like, you took me for a ride. I love your book, Ivan. It was such a good book. You know, I said, I'm like, yeah. I said, did you make a lot of money off your book, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I did. You know, I said, how much money did you make off your book, by the way? I'll tell you when we go to the hotel. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you in front of all these people. I don't want to feel like shit, man. Because a lot of people in the world work hard for 50, 60K a year. I'm sorry, and I made my easy like $9, $10 million. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of rich people in Los Angeles, but they're not. Most of them are not billionaires. They might make maybe 100, 150, 200K a year, some of them. And a lot of celebrities live in Los Angeles. But even the Hollywood celebrities do not have the kind of money I have. So I'm saying? They work their ass off in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Just to make $5 million for a movie, which is a shitload of money, but it's not the billions that I made off my book. And just keep it to yourself. I will tell you when we go to the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Then once we're in the hotel, afterwards, I'll tell you. Some Sarah? Yeah. How much money did you make? Yeah, I made like $9.8 billion. You made $9.8 billion on your book? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit. That's a lot of money. We can do other things that have money. We can start that film studio, Ivan. I know. We can start that film studio. We can find Ivan. You don't have to make Xanus for $1.2 billion. Make it for like $500 million. I'm like, no. $500 won't cut it for Xanus. You gotta put $1.2 billion towards that. I don't do it. That way we have unheard of technology for the movie, man. We give Peter and Mel an unlimited budget. That way they don't have to worry about not running out of money for this. Peter doesn't have to worry about running out of money for any of the scenes. He doesn't have to worry about money for the visual effects. You can afford it. He wants Airtel to look more scary. You can afford it. To have the best kick-ass war, he can afford it. The world building, he can afford it. The extras, he can afford it. My budget's so big. Yeah, show my calendar.